I am one with my glorious I Am presence and Holy Christ Self, my personalities, body elemental, and new spirit. All parts of my being are in balance, harmony, and alignment, and I am fully contained within my heart diamond and Metatron's cosmic egg. I am now ready for today's message. Greetings, beloveds. I see that many of you are facing challenges and difficulties integrating these new energies. As much negativity is being brought up into your conscious awareness to be healed, to be released, to be integrated back through love into the wholeness that you are. With your newfound perception, you are able to see yourself more clearly. But the self that most of you are seeing these days is the personality or the ego self. You are beginning to become quite aware of when you are not acting out of love, when you are not in harmony, when you are engaging in activities that are not representative of your divine self, but only of the ego mind. And so some of you feel like you are going backwards, that you are not evolving spiritually. But this is not the case, beloveds. You are simply becoming more aware of what has been there for quite some time, but was more unconscious for you. And so you wonder what to do. The first thing is to stop judging yourselves so harshly, beloveds. The next thing is to realize that those activities only issue forth from the separated ego self. They are not part of your true being and never have been. They are part of the distortion, of the illusion of material reality. And so once you really understand that, you can look at that aspect of yourself as if it were a child that needs to be guided and loved back into wholeness, not punished, not denigrated, and not judged at all. It is simply part of how it has been for a very long time, and it does not know how to be any other way. So part of this ascension process is transcending the ego mind. It will always think, act, according to its programming, the programming that it has received for millennia. So it is not going to change, beloveds. But you do have the choice to identify with your true divine self rather than the ego personality. So let's say you are finding yourself being angry about something. That anger comes from the personality or the ego self. So what you can do is to say, I am not the ego self. I am divine. I am love. I am divine wisdom. And as a divine being, there is no anger within me. There is only love and acceptance of everything that is happening around and within me. Wait until you find yourself in a peaceful state where you are genuinely attached to your divine self. You will know this because you will feel peaceful. And then look upon the situation that was causing you to feel angry. You should be able to perceive the situation as a lesson for you about something. It is very hard to understand your life's lessons when you are angry and struggling against them. So go to the peaceful place first, and then you will look upon the situation with new eyes and a new heart. If you still do not understand the lesson that is being brought to you, ask your divine self for understanding, or speak to your guides. Sometimes the understanding will come instantaneously. Sometimes it will come through a dream, or just at some moment in the day when you are not even thinking about the problem. The understanding may spontaneously spring forth into your mind. And you will say, oh, I get it now. I understand now. And then you will be able to choose a different response the next time that same situation comes up. Because, beloveds, if a situation is making you angry, that situation will continue to return until you can have a different response. This is why it is often called the wheel of karma, because the same situation comes around again and again and again until you can respond with love and divine wisdom. Once you have attained that response, that situation does no longer need to repeat itself. For you have truly learned the lesson that that situation was intended to bring to you. So if you are finding yourself encountering many difficult situations at this time, it is indeed because of the great light that you and the entire earth has received. And the light always flushes out the darkness. And at this time in your spiritual evolution, it is just a part of the process that you have to heal and resolve all of these situations back into wholeness through love. It is not through rejection, beloveds. It is not through struggle. It is by transcending the ego mind, where the problem lies, lifting your consciousness into your divine mind so that you can see the situation from a new perspective, so that you can bring love and divine wisdom into the situation. So I hope this video has been helpful for you, beloveds. I truly wish you to go through this transformative time with the greatest ease that you possibly can. And the more love you have in your being, the easier everything will be. I promise you this, beloveds. I am Metatron, Lord of the Universe.